Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Last episode review. Well, actually, it's... Yeah. This is going to be just this, which is Dragonar. And then it's One Piece. So, not really much to do. I think I'll figure out, I believe One Piece, though, later today. But, this episode of Dragonar Academy. Pretty good. I like what's happening towards the end. Now, it seems like the reasoning behind, because last week we found out that Ash and Echo were invited to this Congress thing, this huge, massive meeting of these two countries, or many countries, held by Sylvia's father, who's like the king, you know? And basically, what also happens is we get a name. Now, his name eludes me at the moment, but this guy is the noble from this country. I believe it began with a Z. And let me just see if I can find out his name, because his name eludes me at the moment. Unfortunately, it doesn't say his name. That kind of pisses me off. I can't find the name. But anyway, because we also what happened in this episode is we got a few details, like Sylvia basically questioned her father about her brother, the prince, and everything, and she kind of in this episode realized that her father was lying to her, that her brother, the prince, was dead. Now, the guy that shows up is the guy who is telling Milgas, who is, Sylvia's brother. He's telling him to do the things that he's been doing for this country that they're from. Now, the episode was mostly filled with fan service and hijinks, but when it wasn't, like there was the part with Sylvia and her father talking about the prince, the brother who was killed, who was executed. It was executed because he killed a dragon, pretty much. And Sylvia, throughout the episode, is realizing that her brother had a hand in it. Everything that has transpired in the show. Everything that's transpired. Like, he had a hand in the Necro dragon. That dragon that was dead, that was attacking the city. The village, you know. That dragon was Mordred. Her brother's dragon. That he killed. And other events that he was involved in. And basically, we also find out why Ash and Echo were sent there for the Congress. Apparently, the reasoning why the king was gonna I forgot the name they called him. It wasn't Viceroy. It was another name, but he basically was going to make Ash into a Dragonar. Give or take. And basically, he's like, doing the whole knighting thing with the sword, And in the background, freaking, she's dressed nicely with her boob shoe, Princess Sylvia, and she's like, oh, she's freaking out because she realizes that if Ash gets that, he could eventually marry her of royalty, and she's like freaking out when she thinks about that. But the majority of it was fan service shit. Like, there's this one girl who's like the head maid, and she's not wearing underwear. But majority, the main part of the episode was Sylvia questioning her father, and more importantly, bringing this up because Veronica shows up in this episode. And she brings it up with Veronica, and like Glenn's there, and he was freaking out when she mentioned it, because like he totally obviously just fuck your brother, like he's a son of a bitch. And she obviously tells Sylvie, don't tell anyone about this. Keep it to yourself, because it would ruin the Tremont family. So, but the main part of the episode was towards the end, because we get the reveal of this guy who is from that other country, and we also get another reveal. Apparently, they have this machine. Now, this machine supposedly is like an egg cell something, and what it is supposed to do is it is supposed to give them the powers of a dragon. And basically what's going to end up happening, according to them, they're going to have that girl, the dark-skinned girl, who was saved by Ash, to go and kidnap Echo. And they're going to put Echo in that machine. And supposedly what that's going to do is it's going to make her turn into a mature dragon. Supposedly. And that's what they're trying to get at, because they want to control the power of the dragon. And then it's like saying, oh, we'll finally have the throne. We've been promised, so to speak. And that's basically what happened more or less in the episode. Good episode. Half of it was really just fan service shit, but there was some stuff in it in this episode that made you say, "Oh, good episode." So 4 out of 5 for this one. What's probably going to go down next week is they're going to try to kidnap Echo. That's pretty much what's going to happen, because you even see in the preview. You see her in this green stuff. So yeah, that's her in the capsule thing machine. And she's getting transformed and shit. So, and I'm thinking like this was episode what again? 10. So I'm thinking like next week. I think we're gonna have like 2 or 3 more weeks for Dragonar, and then that's gonna be the end of it. So. And from looking at the seasonal stuff that I'm reviewing, not a lot. A lot of them are ending. A lot of them are going to end. Like Dead Alive is going to end next week. Dragonar is going to end like about 2 or 3 more weeks. Black Bullet probably will end very soon. So that's already 3. The only 2 that are continuing are Captain Earth and JoJo. So that's probably what's going to happen. But I like this episode. Like I said, it shows what's going on. This is what's going to go on. That's going to happen tomorrow during the Congress thing. Obviously, that masquerade ball. So, obviously... And I know there was like a weird scene for next week. Like with Sylvia and Ash. I think. Very strange. But, so, they're obviously going to have to attempt to kidnap Echo and put her in that machine and turn her into a real dragon. So they can gain that power. Give or take. Should be interesting. I want to see what's going to happen with that, because like if they get Echo, Ash is completely useless, because he can't access the Ark if they can't kidnap her. So it should be interesting to see how this comes about next week. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty good episode. Like I said, it was a few things. I give it 4 out of 5 because there was a few things in it that were great. The majority of it, though, was just fan service and other shit going down. So, but it basically in this episode, last final thoughts, it just affirmed. It affirmed to us that that is indeed Sylvia's brother. And it also showed us what is going to go down very soon, which is going to be next episode. So yeah, on Balkan, it's pretty much the story. Good episode, like I said, 4 out of 5. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing else to say. Later tonight, it's going to be Game of Thrones. Listen. listen, I'm still watching. It's gonna take a lot for me to stop watching Game of Thrones. You know what's gonna take? Hell freezes over. Yeah, hell freezes over. And maybe Tyrion died. But we'll leave it at that. I'm Bonkai992. I will see you guys later. Dragonar. See what happens with that girl, man. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I'll see you guys later.